Just occurred to me I have no way of actually telling if everything's working. I just need to wait for chat. I suppose I shouldn't wait for the chat. Well, that confirms YouTube's working. That's good enough for me. Hello, Kylie. Hello, Rand. Hello, Hannah. Hannah. Yeah. Hannah. Yes, Hannah. Hannah. Your name could probably be pronounced both ways. It's going pretty good, Rand. I am putting a lot of faith in Streamlabs to actually work for me. I actually don't remember were you at the stream last night? If you were, you didn't miss a stream. If you weren't, you missed a singular stream. Yeah, I basically know that like, Streamlabs gives me so much more to work with. I'm gonna need to do my standard warming up of the sticks, but I want to check the shops first. So if everything like sounds different, then once again I'm using Streamlabs. So now warm up my sticks a bit and make sure they're actually working. Wow, I think this is the first time that rotating the left stick has actually worked from the very start. Yeah, it's just kind of working. There goes the zapfish doing a fly. Okay. Okay. Ooh woo. There's always an ooh woo. Right stick's still a little messed up. That's fine, it's always messed up. Now, to get some equips that I can actually competently use. There we go. And let's just start with some turf war for now. I'll probably just move into whatever as the stream goes on. That filled up fast because I was checking something. Hey, darn it. Right, what I was checking for isn't something that can be done with Streamlabs, so it's fine. I was making sure I didn't have a delay on my audio. It's not something that you can do with Streamlabs, and you can do it with regular OBS. Which still makes me question why people swear by Streamlabs. Like, it's legit just a more unreliable version of OBS. Ow. Yeah, if we get enough people, we can. I'm not gonna have accurate view counters anymore because I don't have my browser open with the streams open. Ow. This is not going well. I am officially still kind of rusty. It doesn't help I'm trying to pay attention to Streamlabs and make sure nothing is breaking. Ow. I took the heavy with me. Hello, AI. That could have gone better at the end. But it looks like we won. I chased the kill, and it looks like we still won anyway. So, that's good. There are a lot of star levels here. Okay. Let's see if I can do better this time. Ow. If we lose, I'm blaming the sniper. Nah, the sniper's doing what he should be doing, which is practicing in turf war. If that sniper is one of you guys, so... yeah. Same deal still applies. I know a lot of people don't much care for turf war, but in my opinion, it's still the best place to practice weapons. Because it gives you the best practice at not only getting good at controlling the area with the weapon, but also splatting people with the weapon. And that heavy is really cramping my style. I feel like I should use a different weapon. I'm dead. Wait, that's the heavy. Yeah, I'm still dead. Even though my shield was up towards him, he should have had to have broken it, but I guess not. Who needs to follow the rules when you have a heavy splat lane? help if my right stick was working properly. Can't really do big sweeping motions with just the motion controls. Ow. Backtrack into that suction bomb. Also, yes, I have a cough drop in my mouth because my throat was getting a little sore earlier before I'd even started streaming. Which isn't a great sign because that means I might actually be getting sick, which would really suck. I blame the sniper. So how is everyone doing tonight? I noticed there was a lot of crying going on in the cry corner, but I mean, other than that. It's good to hear Alien Sumo. I do not know of that Rand. As if that's probably a surprise in the slightest. Well, as if that'd be a surprise in the slightest. Ow. So close. Ah, okay, so you have multiple accounts, AI. I'm still gonna call the account you're on AI. Because that's just how my brain read. And my brain doesn't do great at turning numbers to letters. So. Ow. That L3, man. Well, H3. Blech. Yeah, that's an L3, totally. If L3s could do that, they'd be amazing. Well, more amazing. I mean, I can, I guess. It's been a really long time since Dynamo Time was a thing. I should bring Dynamo Time back. So Dynamo is just a fun weapon. Yeah, Dynamo Time was a thing back when I used to stream the first Splatoon back in 2016. It started as a joke, of, you know, my stream viewers, basically because I was not great with the Dynamo in the slightest. And I quite often back then would ask what they wanted me to use, like the stream viewers. I asked that of you guys a lot, but not as much as I used to. And it turned into the final hour of every stream, I would use nothing but the Dynamo roller. No matter the maps, just Dynamo. And that was Dynamo time. Dynamo. Hey, maybe I'll actually get decent with the Dynamo. I doubt it. The vertical swing is atrocious, but, you know. I know it's just a case of I just have to get used to it, but I don't want to get used to it. I just want it gone. I plan to be alive for at least 2 hours. So annoying not being able to gain momentum with that jump anymore. With like a horizontal jump swing. Took him with me! I don't know. How do you expect me to know, Anissa? I mean, there should have been a notification from the Discord. Welcome to Dynamo time. Well, like, what I mean is the at everyone notification. Huh, that's weird. The at everyone should have worked. Unless for whatever reason you have notifications turned off. Maybe Discord was just being a butt as well. That is always an option. I don't think I did too bad. I did better than the brush. That is, you know. Ask Anissa. I think she was the one that made the room. I am perfectly okay with it, though. It is beautiful. And it gives all of you a place to just go and just let it out. Through emojis. It's okay, I can't spell either. I have legitimately always had problems with spelling. Like, I was the kid that teachers would look at and be like, he reads so well, but he can't spell to save his life. Like, no joke, in grade 4, I was reading at a college level. I was spelling at the level of a preschooler. I now spell at about the level of, you know, a grade 6 student. That was the worst Booyah Bomb ever. Ow. That is not like a 2% lead. I'm sorry, Judd. That is much more than 2%. We barely have our half of the map. So Kylie's just the mysterious drifter. Oh, we have milk here. Beautiful. Everyone needs milk. It's just beautiful having milk. We have to fight the milk. The milk is aggressive. Man, it's so hard to actually do a competent swing. Mess that up. Ow. I splattered the milk. I gotta remember I have a sprinkler. Like, that would be a great help if I actually remembered I had that and used it. Like, sprinkler. I avenged you! Yeah, I think we could probably get 4 people for League. I don't know what League is right now, but... Ow. Yeah, I'm not in the US. I'm in Canada. Atlantic Canada. Beautiful place. Full of water and fish and water. Did I mention the water? I suppose there's trees everywhere too. Yeah, I'll back out and see if I can get a League lobby going. See if we can fill up a quad squad. I will be continuing the Dynamo time. I had 1,000 points exactly. Beautiful. The milk wasn't that aggressive. Ah, it's Rainmaker. Nintendo of Canada has been pretty good about replacing Switch bits, but usually in a case like with how my Joy-Cons are, they'd replace the whole Switch, and Splatoon does not cloud save, I would lose all of my progress. I really don't want to lose all of my progress. I'm proud of my level 78. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I look away for like 2 seconds, and you all go Dynamo. I was checking Discord, and I just look back, and just Dynamos everywhere. This is gonna go horribly. Mine! Ow. I am not good with it either. I try, though. By golly, do I try. Ow. Yeah, maybe, like, quad dynamo isn't a good idea. Just maybe. Yeah, quad dynamo was not a good idea. Where I have declared it to be dynamo time, I am contractually obligated to stick with the dynamo until the hour, so... I will be our dynamo support, raining booyah bombs from the rear. Instead of doing what I did in that last one, which was I just charged to my death. Had I released the fire button a little sooner, I might have killed one of them. Maybe. There was a chance. I mean, I was pretty dead aimed onto one of them. Yeah, go ahead, make more puns, Rand. I didn't notice your last one because it's hard to. This may sound weird, but it's hard to pay attention to restream. I've gotten so used to watching just the individual chats that like it's hard to pay attention to restream. It's weird. I don't like it. splatted one of them! Ow. I'm an idiot. I could try I pushed jump, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna regret this, but I'll super jump. I'm out of ink. I'm out of ink! Ow. Ow. We're doing remarkably well, given that opposing team is rather good. Well, I say we. You guys are doing remarkably good. I'm adequate at best. I was trying to get a horizontal swing, but I was pushing the buttons in the wrong order. Yeah. I hate the vertical swing. It's never done anything productive. Ow. Like, I really wish that as long as you didn't push the jump button, it would not make you do a vertical swing. Like, that would make the Booyah Bomb on this thing so much better. Like, if I could do the horizontal swing from falling from the Booyah Bomb, that would be great. But nah, can't have that. You gotta have the garbage vertical swing. Yeah, good going, guys. We did remarkably well. You three did remarkably well. I'm gonna grab a different dynamo. You know what? I'm gonna grab this one. What is... Wrong button. What is this? Increased damage. You know what? Why not? I don't know what it's gonna do, but... I wouldn't mind a, Dooley's having a Booyah Bomb. I've played a little bit of Valkyria Chronicles. Not much, though. At least I think it was Valkyria Chronicles. I've played other Tri-Ace games, assuming Valkyria is the one I'm thinking of. If it's made by the people I think it's made by, they also make Star Ocean, which is my favorite RPG series of all time. I actually want to do a stream series at some point on both of the PSP Star Oceans. I know I've already done First Departure in the past, but that was over a year ago, and I want to do it again. Out of ink. I'd really rather not do 2v2s. They're just not as entertaining, in my opinion. Like, 3v3s are bearable. I definitely prefer having 4v4s, but like 3v3s work. I don't like 2v2s and smaller, because there's just so little going on. Dynamo does not feel like a very good weapon for this rotation, but I still have 20 more minutes of Dynamo. I don't think the damage up matters. I'll work towards giving you guys as fast of ink armor as I can, maybe. No, I'll do this. Yeah, that way I can recover my ink a little faster. That would be very uneventful of a match. I don't have anything that has reliable subs of Special Saver, though. Not that I can think of anyway, Rand. And I kind of wish this was, like, Splat Zones. Splat Zones would be neat. I mean, I have something with mains of, Special Saver that I have fully, kitted out. I don't remember them actually being anything useful in the sub slots, but, you know, it's used. Is this the first time we've actually managed to get the initiative on that? Yeah. It was either forward to death or backwards to death. I had no choice. I had to choose death. Ow. You guys have ink armor? That'll help, right? Ink armor's good, right, guys? I gotta stop smack talking ink armor. I know it's good, I just hate it. Like, this is the moment I'm tempted to grab the other dynamo, even though I hate Stingray as well. I'm just salty over the vertical swing from dropping from Booyah Bombs. I'm dead. Also, we have an Uwu to give us moral support, so that's always good. No. This is my lane. You go get your own. Hello, Nuke. Welcome to Dynamo time. Ow. I don't, 'cause the Stingray was never good. Shots fired! Very rarely have I ever actually been killed by a Stingray. I don't know where rattlesnakes are. They're not where I am. I wouldn't be surprised if some rich idiot was keeping a rattlesnake as a pet and it got out. if you do actually encounter one, just hit it with a stick. Well, actually, the proper response is to just run. Yeah, running is better, but when it comes to fight or flight, my response is fight, which is not great most of the time, if I'm honest. When your brain is screaming, I should run, but it's also going, but hit it with a stick! Like... We gotta win! Good job, guys. I didn't help that much. You know I've been playing EVE Online too much. When the moment you mentioned rattlesnakes there, Nuke, my brain immediately went to the EVE Online ship. Let's see here. Yeah. Tenacity. Yeah, I think my special saver thing was a shirt. No, it was not. Might have been a hat. Oh no, it was shoes. It was these ones. So, like, I do have special saver. But... I don't know who that is. Somebody. They're a Woomy, so... it isn't really progressing that much. You think any of us are pros? Other than Rand? And also, there haven't been all that many streams lately, Nuke, so... You don't need to worry about... You don't need to worry too much about having missed them. And this is legitimately the second stream in a very long time. Because my sleep schedule is all over the place. Partially because I've been applying to jobs, so... I'll probably do a Smash Ultimate stream once I can get a Pro Controller. Because I can't rely on my Joy-Cons. Yeah, I had one interview. One job interview. I think I kind of bombed it, and I've not heard back. So... Because I am horrible at selling myself. As most people tend to be. jeez, editing. Thing is, I wasn't using any sarcasm, I just can't sell myself. Because, see, it might not be obvious from, you know, the streams here. I have massive self-esteem issues. So I tend to have this little problem of I don't see value in myself. So when I'm asked, you know, what are my positive traits? I don't know. I legitimately could not tell you because I don't see any value in me. I mean, I did have one tip from one of my friends from EVE Online, actually, who's a retired employer, basically. He basically helped me fill out part of my resume of... On my resume, it says I've finished school. He convinced me to basically just fill it out and say that, you know, I've got my grade 12, even though I don't have it. His reasoning is, the education system failed me, so... what does it matter? Raid! I didn't even notice the notification. Jeez, thanks for raiding. Good Mario kids. There's a lot of raiders. For Twitch, anyway. We won! I actually didn't do horrible with the Stingray on that. Hello, all of the raiders. Please leave your X's by the door. And please do not destroy the fine china. It is very expensive. And don't steal it either. Looks like I'll have one more match of Dynamo time, and then I'll go back to using different weapons. See, Nick, that still kind of falls back to the I have no self-esteem. Like, for instance, if I were being interviewed for doing a position at, say, streaming, and I was asked what, you know, my best qualities would be, I would give the literal honest response of, I have no idea. And then follow that up with a lot of ums and grasping at straws. And it'll probably be quite a while before I get affiliate. Yeah, I know a lot of people tend to have self-esteem issues. So, like, I know I'm not alone with that. But... yeah, I need the average viewers. That's the thing I've always struggled with, is average viewers on Twitch. I can't maintain 3 viewers. Ow. True, but that's 5 viewers for right now. For the first, like, if I were to end the stream now, my average view count would probably be somewhere around 1.6. I mean, part of my problem was I have this big problem with lying. I'm not good at it. Well, I suppose I'm good at lying when it comes to relaying information that doesn't matter. So, like, I can't think of a decent example at the moment. But, like, I'm not good when it comes to lying about, you know, what am I good at? I don't think I'm good at anything. So, I'm not gonna tell the, you know, the interviewer, you know, like, oh, hey, I'm all of these things that I'm not, you know, I can't be positive about. Ow. But am I really good at streaming, though? Or am I just good at being that relatable person? Which isn't a good trait, as I've done so much, you know, horrible that I'm relatable. Funnily enough, the manager that was doing the job interview actually had a concept of gaming, even though he looked like he was probably in his 60s. He knew enough about it to know that it would take up a lot of time, and he also knew that, you know, younger people probably, you know, need time for their gaming. So he had a concept of, in a way, he had a concept of streaming. Ow. See, I have kind of... I've been told mixed things when it comes to mentioning my gaming. And it's purely because of what I tend to do a lot in gaming. Is play MMOs, which means, you know, any manager that knows what an MMO is, knows that you have to interact with people in an MMO. I also tend to end up being thrust into leadership roles, so I can, you know, take charge of a situation if needed. I'm horrible at it, but I can do it. Which has led to... So what is League right now? Splat Zones. Okay. See if we can keep this League train going. So I'm going to switch off the dynamo for now. I've went through all 3 dynamos. I'm gonna mini splatling. Where's there? No, I want these. I was looking for the shoes I was wearing. Yeah. And see, part of my mentioning, at least with the interview I had of my gaming, was it's literally something my friend from EVE Online mentioned I should do, but also explain why I think it's a good thing. Which I did a decent job of, I like to think. I don't, you know, I don't know quite how that would work there, Ryan. I mean, I could always set up my thing to host you. See, I'm still waiting another month before reapplying to Dairy Queen and McDonald's and Tim Hortons. Because I like waiting 3 months after applying somewhere before I apply there again. Fair enough, Beast Mode. So you're a residual raider. You just kind of kept going. You just kept raiding. See, I worked in a fish plant. Nothing will be worse than that. Nothing will be worse than working with wet fish and metal trays that are to the point where if you touch them with your wet hands, you will flash freeze to the trays. Nothing will be worse than that 8 hours a day. Fair enough. Well, here we're talking about jobs and more interviews and just life stuff. That tends to be how my streams work. I talk about life stuff. So are we gonna get a 4th person? Jeez. There's bound to be a 4th person here somewhere. Maybe. Kappa is an emote on Twitch. See, I also had the disadvantage of where I was working at this fish plant. There was another kid that worked there, and this is going to play into telling a story about my life. Because it's telling a story about my only summer job that I had during school. Um... Also, I'll answer Beast Mode's question first. I actually like both of them about the same, but I think Fly Octofly is just slightly higher. But yeah, while I was working at this fish plant, there was another kid from the school who was there. I shall call him Beryl, because he looked like one. He was very overweight, to the point where he could not... He was undoubtedly having health issues. He was also incredibly lazy. To the point where, if nobody was looking over his shoulder, he would not be working. So, what did they do? Because while I was working this fish plant, my older sister and father were also both there. They decide, hey, Steve's really good at picking up other people's slack. Let's have Beryl work with him. Yeah! So not only am I already doing 2 jobs, because I was packer/trader. That is 2 jobs. You pack fish into boxes, and then you take the boxes and put the wet boxes into the trays that are going in and out of the freezer. So not only am I doing that, but I'm having to do his job of packing as well. And if we fell behind, it was my fault. Yeah, my full name is Steven. It's spelled with a PH. But a lot of people shorten it to Steve. A lot of the stream shortens it to Steph. I'm okay with both. I saw yellow and thought AI was an evil thing. So Beast Mode, I don't think I prefer any of those weapons. I suppose, Vanilla Splattershot isn't bad. Well, like, my name is Steven, so it's just shortened to Steve as a nickname. Also, hello, Dorky Art. Yeah, I don't know how we lost. With how long it took to fill the quad squad, I honestly don't think we could get a 3v3 at the moment. I'm sorry, Kylie. I'm gonna stick with the mini for now. And, actually, I need to answer this question. Custom. I prefer Hydra Custom. Ink Armor's a better free reload than Splashdown. And I prefer middle range weapons. Yeah, I like the Hydra as a weapon. It's awkward, but I like it. I want to get good with it, but I just can't bring myself to sit down and practice it. Into the Light isn't bad. It's not something I listen to often, but it's not a bad track. Well, at least, you know, that reasoning for the nickname being, you know, Rai Rai makes more sense than, you know, the reason why I have Steph as a nickname. And it's purely because a Finnish girl I used to know could not wrap her head around how to say my name, so she called me Steph. There's actually a fair bit of drama that happened with her. Which I could go into a full other story about. Because it's technically stream-related, because I met her playing EVE Online, and then I started streaming shortly after. And she was around for a lot of my early streams. I actually still have stream archives of her and I streaming together. But to give the quick and dirty version of what happened, basically, I had a crush on her. And, you know, I made that obvious. And she made it obvious that, she really didn't have one on me. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I then met Robotic, my current girlfriend. And you can guess where that went. Robotic and I kind of hit it off. This Finnish girl did not like that, because apparently she did like me. She just didn't say it. And just kind of expected me to, I guess, keep trying to win her over? Question mark? So basically, that spawned her sending quite the rude and hateful message to me on, you know, on Facebook, because that's where her and I, you know, texted most. To which, you know, I was decently distraught over having just basically lost a friend over having found a relationship. So that did not help matters much. To then Robotic laid into her because of how all of that worked out. And yeah, that's... yeah. That sounds like an interesting experience, Beast Mode. Maybe he's like me, Code Mario, and he doesn't know how. I don't know how to disable autocorrect. Quite honestly, Robotic would win, Ryan. She is very feisty and very, very defensive of me at the very least. I'm gonna switch weapons again. I mean, I'm doing pretty okay with the mini, but... let's see... yeah, I should grab a Hydra. This is gonna go horribly. This is the wrong Hydra. That's the right Hydra. Yeah, I'll keep the run speed. I mean, I'm not really one for hugs, but I mean... yeah, me and this Finnish girl are not friends anymore, and we haven't been for quite a few years. I say quite a few. It's over 2 years now. My favorite game mode. I'd honestly have to say Salmon Run, but it has to be a full random weapon rotation. Otherwise, I'm quite fond of Turf War. Alright, Rand, have a good night. I mean, I'm not gonna turn down a hug, just I'm not usually one for hugs. Ah, jeez. Need an adult. And as I've mentioned, I'm kind of to the north of the Bay of Fundy. So, used to live right on the edge of it. In Digby, we were basically in the Bay of Fundy. Now I'm to the north. I'm oldest, probably. Is it sad that I can't even think of my age off the top of my head? I've not cared how old I am for so long now. I can't even remember my own age off the top of my head. That's kind of sad. Hydra can absolutely destroy everything. It's the Hydra. Hail Hydra. I know, I'm 23, I think. It's sad that I have to say I think. It doesn't help that, like, my brain just has a massive fuzz in it. Because trauma's a great thing. Um, 1996. I was born 1996. Switch games. Fire Emblem Three Houses is remarkably good. It's not the best Fire Emblem. It's better than Fates and Awakening were. Yeah, but I can't do that math in my head right now. I'm usually good at math, but I'm tired. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is apparently really good. Though apparently you should play the first game first, and that's made me not want to play the second game. Which is the amount of people that are like, oh man, you should play this. It's like, nah. The thing is, Fire Emblem isn't an RPG, it's a tactics game. Like, I've streamed it. It should be archived. To get an idea of what the game is like, you could check out the archive. If you like card games, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy The Duelist Link Evolution. That is actually something I really want to get my hands on, is Link Evolution. Because I am a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. Like, I'm one of those crazy people that I'm still sticking with Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though it's kind of gone to crap. I have faith in Konami to do something. Yeah, there will soon be a new Pokemon game on the Switch. So there's that, you could look forward to it. There's a lot of controversy around it, and it makes me sad that they're finally adding a feature I've wanted for a very long time, and we're not going to have all the Pokemon to experience it with, which is finally a ranked battle system. I don't know why it's taken them this long to do a ranked battle system, but it has. Ow. No, Dynamax is just Mega Evolution, but on a timer. Which explains why they've removed Mega Evolution. Because if they hadn't, then Dynamax would have been useless. Same with the bigger version of Dynamax. Like, yeah. I hate so much they've done. Yeah, I'm not all that excited for Sword and Shield either. Like, I've been playing Pokemon for as long as I can remember. My first game was Yellow. I still stand by it's going to be really ironic if Aegislash is not in Sword and Shield. The literal Sword and Shield Pokemon has to be in Sword and Shield. But Game Freak's gone lazy, so I'm not putting too much hope in it. Yeah, they have their B team developing Sword and Shield. It's really sad, and I should switch off of the Hydra. People are already rioting, Ryan. It wouldn't really matter that much. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna Booyah Bomb. Booyah Bomb spam. Yeah, X and Y wasn't bad. Like, I myself didn't overly care for it, it felt like a love letter to Gen 1 fans more than anything. And I'm a Gen 3 fan. I really liked Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Of the more recent games. I'm trying to think of other games that aren't JRPGs. I play a lot of JRPGs. I can't think of any other games off the top of my head that aren't JRPGs. My favorite Pokemon game will still always be Emerald. On Citra, you'll have frame rate issues with Oras. I couldn't tell you Beast Mode. I don't have Minecraft on the Switch. I technically don't even have Minecraft on PC anymore because my account was hacked into and it was migrated. And Mojang refuses to help me because I don't have the email that has the my original receipt in it. Because I bought it so long ago, I don't have access to that email account anymore. And I can't change the email account because I don't have access to the email anymore. I can't prove to them I own that account. Which is dumb. Ow. Black and White are great Pokemon games. Like, of the more recent Pokemon games, they're probably the best. Black and White 2, not so much. But Black and White, they are absolutely amazing games. Black and White 2 kinda dropped the ball when it came to story. Like, the main plot of Black and White 2 is, oh man, your best friend's little sister had a purloin stolen during the events of the first game, and now he wants to get it back. Ow. And then about Gym 6 is when Team Plasma decides to show up. And then you get all of the story at that one moment. And the entire time you're just thinking, dude, it's a purloin. Just go catch another one. They're everywhere. They're garbage. They're only good as weather support. Also, my favorite Aerospray is this Aerospray. PG. I think it's PG. The Booyah Bomb one. Because Booyah Bomb spam is hilarious. I like both Splatoons equally. They both have pluses and they both have downsides. I mean, I can't get at you, Ryan. I think Ink Armor and Stingrays suck, so... Ow. Like, the specials are better in the first game. Sure, they're broken powerful, but they're all broken powerful, which means none of them are broken powerful. In this one, most of the specials are underwhelming, at best. And the ones that have the most potential are so easily countered that it's just sad. Like, Splashdown has the potential to be an amazing special as a panic button. For those of us who, you know, used bubblers all the time in the first game. It's like, I used a bubbler a lot as a panic button. Just, can I get a Booyah Bomb off? Jeez. Yeah, I know a lot of people use Kraken as their panic button, but I didn't like the Kraken. Well, even the Echolocator had its uses. Like, Echolocator on Hydra served the same purpose that Ink Armor on Hydra serves in Splatoon 2. It's an instant reload. The weapons that had Echolocator, minus the Splattershot Junior, the Custom Junior, were usually ink-heavy weapons that you would want an instant reload on them. Also, the Booyah Bomb spam did not work. Yeah, I'll just go with this. Yeah, Beast Mode, the splash shots were great in the first game. Like, the Tentatek and Wasabi splatter shots, it was basically pick your splatter shot for the map rotation. They were both good. The base one I didn't find all that great, comparatively. Like, if I remember right, the Wasabi was better for turfing. And the, oh geez, it's Japaniclock. We are screwed. But, the Tentatek had the, Suction Bomb and Inkzuka. Wasabi had Ink Strike and Splat Bomb. I think. I just noticed Triggerfish is in the rotation. We've not had it yet. It's my favorite map. Ow. I killed one of them. Yeah, I mean, kits are just whatever one you like, you should use that. I just liked having the Inkzuka on the splatter shot because it gave you an answer to snipers. Which is something the splatter shot desperately needed. Ow. And the Ink Strike was always just great for splat zones. The fact that it could basically capture a zone entirely on its own was amazing. Ow. Yeah, the Berry Pro would have been nice, but I also... I don't like how the Splat Pro ended up in Splatoon 2 here, with it basically being the combat weapon of choice. I'm not to the point of getting pinged that often yet. I'll get there, though. I mean, when the stream chat gets going, I tend to have to server mute it because it's just notifications constantly, and you all tend to start talking when I'm trying to sleep. Not to discourage you guys from talking. The Berry Splat Pro was definitely one of the Splat Pros of choice in the first game. It and the vanilla, but the Splat Pro in general didn't see a whole lot of use in the first game. See, I don't like sitting in Do Not Disturb, because it tends to make people that, you know, like, it'll make my friends tend to think that something's wrong. Because for the longest time, like, I would go Do Not Disturb when something was wrong. Now I don't do it at all because I've realized it makes my friends worry, and I hate making them worry. So... because that's just a great way of, you know, feeling better when stuff's going wrong, is make yourself feel bad for making your friends, you know, worried. It wasn't exactly the Kensa Pro. It wasn't the go-to combat weapon. The go-to combat weapon was the Splatter Shot. The regular Splatter Shot. Ow. 3 of them are dead! I think we got that. I hope we got that. Did we just beat it? We beat a Japanese team! Good going, everyone! I was kind of going beast mode on them, but yeah, we won! And leveled up! I get the feeling they were going easy on us, because they were like, oh man, these Gaijins, they're gonna be bad. And then they regretted that. They regretted going easy on us. There was an okay amount of bamboozlers. It was more E-leaders. You'd see E-leaders everywhere. That I did. Like, even now, going back to the first Splatoon, there are E-leaders everywhere. Because damage up. With enough damage up, you could splat with an E-leader, like a scoped E-leader, before you even enter the scope view. Now, see, Steve mode involves just kind of flopping on the floor and dying. I didn't do that. Ow. I keep forgetting the Minecraft man is called Steve. Thank you for following. I'm just gonna call you Play. Thanks for following, Play. Well, Plays probably would work better. Because I cannot do those letters together. Heck yeah, shield! Fair enough. So you're Mary Jane. Good. Bad joke is bad. We beat a Japanese team and then lose to these Gaijins. We lost to fellow Gaijins. How could we? Alright, Beast Mode, have a good night. Ah, 1608. Brilliant year. I don't know anything about 1608. It's kind of late in the stream now, so I don't think private battles would be a good idea. Even if we could get the people. I think I'm only actually gonna do one more league and then probably end this off. 1 or 2 more league battles. Somewhere in that range. I mean, I know a fair bit about Spider-Man. I stopped reading at One More Day. Like, I legit went back through and was reading all the Spider-Man comics. Got to One More Day and went, nope, I'm done. I refuse. For those who don't know, One More Day is the Spider-Man storyline where Peter Parker and Mary Jane sell their marriage to the devil to cure Aunt May of a bullet wound. And apparently, nobody in the Marvel Universe could cure this bullet wound from a standard gun. There was nothing special about it. It was just one of the Kingpin's assassins who was trying to kill Peter hit Aunt May instead. And apparently nobody could fix this. It was in Stark Tower where this happened! Tony couldn't do it. Doctor Strange couldn't do it. Freaking Doctor Doom apparently couldn't do anything. And it wasn't Doom didn't want to do anything. No, it was very much portrayed as he could not save Aunt May. Not that he didn't want to. He couldn't. Doom could not do anything. Like, it was very much one of those storylines that just makes absolutely no sense. And was done purely because the writers didn't think Spider-Man being married was relatable. This was before his hands became spaghetti. Ow. So, I need to note, if anyone wants to read some good comic storylines, look into Planet Hulk and World War Hulk. Read them in that order, because Planet Hulk did come first, and then World War Hulk. They are amazing storylines. There's also a movie for Planet Hulk, which is also really good. I'm gonna do another League battle, because I'm talking about comics now, so... Yeah, legitimately, that storyline makes no sense. At all. And Kylie has vanished on us again. The sniff. But the basic plot synopsis to Planet Hulk is Tony Stark, Mr. Fantastic, geez, what's his name? Doctor Strange, he's one of them. And there was one more. Strapped Hulk into a rocket and sent him into space. Because they felt it would be best for basically the world to not have Hulk on the planet anymore. Things did not go as planned, and Hulk ends up on a planet where he is enslaved by the local ruler. World War Hulk happens after Hulk gets off of that planet and is now angrier than he has ever been before and has 4 targets. Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, Mr. Fantastic, and the 4th guy I can't think of his name. Can anybody join? Not the whole Fantastic Four, just Mr. Fantastic. I think Ghost Rider's a neat character, but he's been used too much. He's a character that should have been used much more sparingly. I'm gonna give it about a minute and see if we can get anybody else in here. Anyone can free to join, just send me a friend request. And I will get to it. If anyone sent one I've just not noticed, please mention, and I'll go and get to it. Well, the thing is, Sue Dibney, and I think it was Sue Dibney, that's her name. Sue. Thing and, Blazing Idiot. They were not part of sending Hulk into space. It was just Mr. Fantastic. So, Hulk had no reason to be angry at the others. And I would explain why he's angry in World War Hulk, but it spoils a huge part of Planet Hulk. Which is something that, you know, if any of you want to read a good comic storyline, read it. It is amazing. You could even just watch the movie. Because this is a movie. It is also really good, and it covers 90% of what's from the comics. So, you're not really missing anything. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a fourth person again. Sad face. So I guess this will probably be where the stream ends for tonight. Yeah, excuse me. You guys are free to continue playing on your own, as is to be expected. And for anyone here who is new, there is a Discord linked in the description on YouTube and in the info on Twitch. On Twitch, click or tap on the picture of a jellyfish holding a sign. It says Discord. It's an auto-join link to the Discord. And it's just a neat little place. You can chat with other stream viewers. It's rather nice. But with that out of the way, thanks everyone for coming out and watching, and I should hopefully be streaming again tomorrow. With that said, oh, I just said that. I'm terrible at outros. With that said, thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, so you can keep an eye out for the league results. You can do that. I don't see a way of doing that. There's just no button. I can't do it. But yeah. See y'all tomorrow.